Yeah, it's been a while. Sorry about that. Hello! It's been a while since I said that. And well, actually, I say hello all the time. It's been a while since I said it as enthusiastically as I did there. Sorry about that, I've been a bit busy. So as you can probably tell from the title of the video, which I haven't yet actually decided what it is, but it will probably be something that hopefully talks about what is in the video, which I haven't actually decided what I'm talking about really. It's kind of like an update video, because I think the last video was the music video for Donate Mate, which was like 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 now. 2015? 3, jeez. So the last thing I uploaded was 3 years ago. After I went on Loose Women, it was Part of Me, the music video for that, which was obviously the song for Donate Mate, which was my organ donation campaign to encourage people to sign up to the register, which went very well actually. It was supported by loads of celebrities, and I'll probably ding up like their tweets around here if I can figure out how to do that. Saw like 1,700 people sign up in the first hour after launching, and then it ran for like a month, and it still exists, but it's not like a regular thing. So we ran it for as long as it would run, and then when it naturally sort of died out, we left it existing in the world as a hashtag, which was great. But really, that's not what this video is about. That was just sort of like me digressing. As you'll find, I'll do a lot in this video. Right, so this video is about me and what I'm doing, and like a little update on how I'm doing. I'm hoping people are looking at me and going, God, Charles, you look chubby, which probably anybody with CF will know that's actually quite a compliment to us. And the reason for that is I had a double lung transplant in May, so I have new lungs now, which is great. It's fabulous. I think the last time I uploaded something was about 3 years ago. I'd just been listed, I was doing okay, obviously well enough to go on TV and write songs and do music videos, and then my health went down, and then it sort of stabilised a bit, and then last Christmas, so Christmas 2017, I got flu, which was really bad. I ended up in a wheelchair on oxygen, and it took me about 5-6 months to get over it, to recover from it, and it was, yeah, it was probably the illest I've ever been in terms of lung function and actually how I felt. Thankfully, through hard work and an amazing team at the hospital, I was able to come out the other side, and just after I felt and my team felt that I was starting to get better, or get back to what is normal for me, I received the call for lungs. I basically did something called a transplant diary, which is I blogged every day of my recovery. And I'll put a link in the description, or I'll do one of them little eye things up here, or maybe it's up here, I don't know. And that'll take you to like my website where I've got all of that, and you can read through like my day-by-day sort of diary, as it were, as to like what I got up to each day, how I recovered. And the first day is the call. I talk about the call a little bit on there, but I was in hospital at the time. I'd been admitted the night before, thankfully, just for routine stuff. So when they rang me, they were like, you know, we've got lungs for you, and I was like, oh, that's great. And they were like, so where are you? And I was like, obviously I wasn't like, oh, great, that's good news, sweet, you know, like, I don't know, like your team's just won the football or something. I was crying and stuff. But anyway, we'll move on. And nothing wrong with men crying, Charles. Now, normally when you go into hospital, you have to ring your transplant centre, and you have to let them know that you've been admitted to another hospital. And this is because then, instead of ringing you, they'll ring the team, and they will get a comprehensive overview of your position and your situation and how you're doing, and find out whether you're well enough to have the op. Because when it comes to transplant, there's this small bracket that you need to fall into, which is being ill enough to need it, but well enough to have it. And so obviously when you're in hospital, they worry that you might be dropping off that lower end, so they ring the hospital. So my team said, actually, he's doing all right at the moment, you know, he's just getting around from the flu. And yeah, that was that. The next thing I knew, I was being blue lighted to Harefield Hospital in London. This happened sort of morning time, and then in the evening I went in for the op. I think it was something like 7-8 hours between getting the call and actually going into theatre, and at any point throughout that process it can be called off for whatever reason, but thankfully they were fine, they went ahead. So my recovery's going really smooth. I was out of hospital within 16 days, out of ITU within 24 hours, and that's all fasting. And really, you know, the one thing the doctor said to me which really stuck with me was, you know, this is what happens when transplant goes to plan. So in terms of my transplant, it was all really good. good. Now, I know I haven't uploaded much, but I've still been doing lots of stuff in the real world, as it were. I've been directing and producing shows, marketing shows, in that side, but in terms of like organ donation and CF, I've been on a BBC Ouch podcast, BBC Sunday Morning Live, written for the Eye newspaper, been on Meridian and all sorts. So I've still been doing it, I just haven't found the time or felt, at times even felt well enough to do this. So this was one thing I always wanted to get back to, and I finally got around to making a video about what I'm doing. And that's because I'm doing quite a lot, to be honest with you. I had the transplant at this point 6 months ago, and next week I'm featuring in a series for the BBC called This Is My Song, which is an amazing new series, two-parter. My episode is this week. Yeah, my episode's this Thursday. It's Thursday the 20th, 8 o'clock, BBC One. And it's a great series. I thought the idea was great. It's about normal people that come into a recording studio to record a song for a special reason, whether it be for someone, to mark something, to celebrate something. And you can probably guess what mine is, but I'm not going to say it so that it makes you watch the programme. It was a great experience, and it was happening really since I came out. So I actually recorded the song at like 12 weeks post-transplant. There's a number of reasons why I thought it was great, but I don't think you'd ever find somebody so early on in the recovery process taking part in a programme like this. And I really, really hope that it shows, one, what an amazing transformation it can make for people, organ donation that is, but two, how quickly it changes your life. It genuinely is like overnight, and that's such a bizarre thing to try and get your head around. There's no medication or treatment that can make you feel better overnight, but this literally does. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're in a lot of pain, but you kind of don't really care about that because of the reason that it's hurting. Yeah, it's nuts, and I'm so proud to be a part of something, one, new, but two, that is going to reach the people that it reaches, the amount of people that it reaches, and I really hope that it will get that conversation started. This is my song. I'm going to hold it like this. Actually, you know what, I'll get out the packaging for you. It's got my... if I cover it... Ah! His name! Focus, yeah. Actually, it was really funny. They gave this to me, and I thought it was really cool, don't get me wrong, and I'm probably going to like put it up on my wall or something, but I don't know how to use a vinyl or a record player. And so I walk in, I say hi to everyone, and then I have to admit to everybody that I have no idea how to use a record player. I'm from the world of CDs, so I don't want people to think I'm younger than I am, but yeah, no, I've never... I mean, obviously I've seen them and I could put it in, but it was the whole needle with the clicking and the... Anyway, let's move on. So that's happening next Thursday. I'm doing that. I've got a panto that I'm in next month. I'm playing Buttons in Cinderella. I'll put a link below for tickets for that in Christchurch, in Bournemouth area, down south where I live. I actually wrote the script with a friend of mine called Stephen whilst I was on the transplant list. So it was, I mean, there's a lot of things really that made me, there were so many things that made me think like this was the right time for it to go ahead. And one of them, I mean, the show's turned out to be one of them, the fact that sort of, you know, the involvement and the idea came about so soon after transplant. And this, the Cinderella thing, you know, I wrote the script while I was on the transplant list, and then it wasn't long after my op that they had the meeting to decide that they wanted to do the script. And at that point I kind of said to myself, right, I'm going to get myself well enough, I'm going to audition, I'm going to do it. And I am. And I'm doing it. I am. And I'm doing something else next year as well that I had an audition for 2 weeks ago. A show called Jesus Christ Superstar, and I'll be playing Judas. Yeah, that'll test them, for sure. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's at the PAV in Bournemouth. That's not on sale yet though, so. But yeah, I know, right? I mean, I'm bricking it. This is a role where, spoiler alert, I kill myself. So yeah, it's gonna test me for sure, but I'm so excited about that. In terms of what's happening with my YouTube, I think I'm gonna get back to it because I've got a lot of time on my hands. Expect songs, I had so many ideas still left over from before that I just wasn't well enough to do. Scripts written and things, so I really hope I'll be able to get those finished. So don't think that the YouTube, this is just a one-off. In the new year, stuff's gonna be happening. So I think I've covered everything. My transplant, my series with the BBC, my pantomime, the show I'm on to next year. I don't really know how to finish this video, to be honest with you. I'm just going to say, you know what, below, an eye up here, probably going to do, and you know, it's going to be all over the place. just sign the organ donor register if that's what you want to do. If you want to save someone's life, if you want to help someone after you're gone, it's so simple, it's so easy, and I really hope just from this video, not actually seeing me do anything, but I'm still just sat here talking, that you will understand how amazing it is. And I really hope that it will just maybe make you take the next 2 minutes to sign that register. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for signing the register if that's what you've done. Thank you for watching the BBC series on Thursday if you're going to watch it. Thank you for coming to see me in Panto if you're going to come and do that. And thank you for spending however long this video is listening to me talk to myself, hoping that somebody will watch it and I won't be convinced that I'm mad. So thank you for watching. Much love and keep smiling.